All right, guys, what is going on? Today's video, we're going to talk about how to make your Ram 1500 faster than a TRX. Also, guys, remember, we've partnered with Dream Giveaway to give away this 2004 Dodge Ram SRT-10. This truck is beautiful inside and out. It has still an original 6,600 miles. It is a 6-speed manual, as they call it, the Viper truck. It has a Viper 8.3 liter V10 in it. It has 22-inch wheels from the factory. Beautiful inside and out. This truck could be yours, guys. And also, if you put in my promo code Incredible HEMI, it'll double your chances to win this truck. It also helps build the channel. It helps Dream Giveaway, guys, and you guys could be driving away in this 2004 Dodge Ram SRT-10, 6-speed manual, 500 horsepower, one of the original muscle trucks that were out there. All right, guys, what is going on? Today's video, we're going to talk about how to make your Ram 1500 faster than a TRX. All right, guys, so here it is. Starting with mods. You're going to need a certain amount of mods to even compete with a TRX. A stock Ram 1500, no way in hell. They run anywhere from low 14s to high 15s to whatever. Now, the TRX, for what most people have ran with them, from what I've seen at the track, stock. We're going off of stock TRX, obviously. Stock TRXs run, I've seen from, the fastest I've seen is 11.9. That's Matt Becack from Most Performance. He ran 11.9 bone stock in his Ram TRX. From my knowledge, no one else has even run near that. Most guys are averaging around the 12.3, 12.4 range, maybe 12.2. That is what almost everybody that I've seen run with their stock TRX, guys. So, how do you get your Ram 1500 to even run around that area? It's not that hard. It doesn't take that much. I've done a couple other videos on this about how to run certain times, but this video is specific on how to just compete with the TRX. Number one, first thing you are going to need to even do anything is a custom tune. My suggestion would be talk to some tuners. Don't just say who's the best, whatever. I have Greene Racing. Jay Greene is tuning my Ram, and I've had him for 5-6 years or something now, maybe 7, 8. I don't even know. He's been tuning my Ram, absolutely love it. There's other guys. There's Hemi Fever, Flying Ryan. There's Andrew Seagaves at Watt Tuning, and this is just Ram tuning, guys. Obviously, there's Cetera, Barth, Ripatuned, Hellcat, all them guys, Hemi tuners. I'm going basically off the Rams because this is a Ram channel. This is Ram based, and this is obviously how to make your Ram faster than a TRX, which is another Ram. So, number one thing you're going to need is a custom tune. I have a Diablo Sport i3. Perfect thing. It's plug it in, bing bang boom. You can get HP tuners. It's going to cost you a little bit more money, and you're going to need an unlocked PCM. 2015 and newer, you need an unlocked PCM. I have a 14, so mine came unlocked, or you don't need it, whatever. So I didn't have to go out and buy the $1,000. Sorry, my arm's getting tired. Hold my phone up. The $1,000 unlocked PCM. I could just buy the tuner, plug it in, bam, go. That's going to be the number one thing you're going to need. That's going to drop you a lot of quarter-mile time is just a tune alone. Then you want to go with some kind of intake. The best intake to go with, now I'm going off of intake manifold, guys, not cold air intake. The best intake to go with for these trucks, we found out, especially NA where they're at, like 5.7s, is the 6.4 truck manifold. Get yourself a 6.4 truck manifold. They go for about anywhere from $600 to $800 I've seen. You can get them ported. It can cost like a little bit more, a couple $100 to get them ported. You can port it yourself. You can send it out to get ported. That's going to help also. So you got yourself a tune. You got yourself a 6.4 manifold. You're going to need some long tube headers. That's going to make your performance even more. Long tube headers, 6.4 manifold, and a custom tune. You guys, you should be very, very close to the 12s. Also, I'm basing this off of full-size trucks, 4 doors, crew cabs, and 4-wheel drive or 2-wheel drive. It's not too much, but this is mainly off of full-size trucks, guys. Because if you run with 2-wheel drive single cabs, you're going to be able to get these times faster. Obviously, you're going to be faster in a lightweight 2-wheel drive single cab than you are in a full-size truck. So, what do you need else? So, we got the headers, we have the custom tune, and we got the 6.4 truck manifold. Those three things are going to really open it up. exhaust, you want to get yourself a nice open exhaust. You can even just do a muffler delete. It's gonna be loud, but you can do a muffler delete, any kind of free-flowing exhaust. Borla, I have AWE, mine sounds amazing. Borla, AWE, I also had MBRP, great. All them exhausts, they're more sound, you know, you're gonna be loud, it's gonna be obnoxious, you're gonna love it. Those mods alone are gonna get you very, very close. Get yourself a nice ported throttle body. Technically, you don't really need it. It is gonna give you maybe a 10th, it got me a 10th, but you technically don't really need it unless you're really gonna boost it to get a lot bigger. But get yourself a ported throttle body. If you're going for every little bit of detail just to be able to beat a TRX, yeah, those 4 mods, bam. And there's others you can do. Now, you're gonna need to get into the low 12s. God, it's hard to say because some have done it, some haven't. I'd cam it. Definitely put a cam in. You're gonna drop, the cam alone is gonna drop you a half a second. That dropped, my cam, I had one of the, like, stock cam to my first 0.5 cam, I went from a 12.8 to a 12.5 right away, or a 12.4. I went 12.8 to 12.4, no converter, nothing. Then you're going to need yourself a torque converter to really get off the line, man. Torque converter, cam, headers, basically full bolt-ons and a cam, you're right there. Obviously, you're still not spending anywhere near what you want on a TRX, but you're going to be running in the low 12 range. I've ran this thing. This thing right now runs 10/8. It is Whipple supercharged. It is, you know, it's actually 392 swapped, built 392. So I've run my truck stock from a 14.9 down to NA, which I got a 12.2 out of it, NA, not even like fully there. But you're going to need a drag pack also, guys. Now, if you have 4-wheel drive and you want to run on your 20s, that's okay. You could do that. I've done it. That's good. But what you really want to do is get yourself a drag pack for some weight reduction, some, you know, rotational weight reduction. That's going to be the biggest key of getting you even lower. I would go with some, you know, Ford Star 17s and some drag Mickey Thompsons, guys. You're good to go. Front skinnies, same thing. Get yourself lighter front skinnies, Ford Stars, you know, any kind of Mickey Thompson, Hoosier, Nitto, really anything like that's going to be great. You're going to hook, you know, with the converter and the cam, you should do really well. Now we're going to talk about gearing. The Ram TRX has 355 gears. I have 321s still, stock, not stock, but they are still 321s. I have an upgraded rear Detroit True Track. You don't really need that, but you can do all that. Now, if you don't want to go the whole NA route, guys, and you know, you just want to be as fast as the TRX, custom tune, and a Whipple supercharger, Pro Charger, you're going to be right there almost. Custom tune, Whipple supercharger, headers maybe, you know what I mean, with the blower alone, depending how much boost you want to run, depending if you want to run race gas or pump gas or any of that stuff is going to, the Whipple or a supercharger, turbo, any of that is going to get you there faster. But if you want to do it NA and just compete with the TRX NA, Diablo Sport or any kind of custom tune, long tube headers, 6.4 truck manifold, ported throttle body, what else did I say, fellas? Cam and torque converter. 6 things. You can also get cold air intake. You can do track intake, or you can run something like any kind of 6.4 truck cold air intake is going to run pretty good. It's going to run with the 6.4 manifold, or like me, you can make a custom track intake and run with that. But yeah, man, like I said, it doesn't take much. I've ran 12/8 in this truck, just bolt-ons and weight reduction. You got to do some weight reduction. Do you really need it? I would say yes, it's going to help. If you guys are trying to go with the stock, you know, stock look on the outside or inside, you don't want to remove all the weight, you can do it. It's just going to take a couple more mods or a little bit more power. Like I said, if you're supercharged, it's going to take a little bit more boost, maybe a little bit more timing, you know, depending on your tuner and depending on if you guys can, you know, depending on what your tuner says, really, of how much it can take. But those mods alone with a good tune is going to get you right in that low 12 range, mid 12 range in a 4-door. Now, if you do all them mods and put it on a single cab, 2-wheel drive, you're in the 11s. You should, honest to God, be in the mid 11s, maybe even a little bit quicker. So, very easy to beat a TRX. Now, like stock TRX, guys. Now, to run at 11, like I said, Matt Vekak's the only one I know that ran at 11. There may have been others, but to this day, I think he's still the only one. And he ran 11.99, 11.999. So, anything can be done, man, to make your car, vehicle, truck faster. If you guys are new to the channel, subscribe. We're doing a lot of big things, guys. Also, if you're subscribed, we are dropping the transmission on this thing this weekend. So stay tuned for that video. Then we're driving it up to Pure Drivetrain Solutions in New York, and they're going to be building it, guys. So yeah, guys, that's the video I got for you today. I tried to make it sweet and simple, man. Stay tuned for the next video, guys. Stay subscribed, hit that like button, and talk to you guys on the next one. Peace.